Spartacus and the Gladiator revolt against Rome. Have you ever heard of a gladiator who not only fought in the arena, but also challenged the might of Rome itself? Meet Spartacus, the most famous gladiator in history and the mastermind behind the largest slave uprising in the ancient world. His story is one of courage, defiance, and a refusal to accept the brutal hand life dealt him. Spartacus wasn't born a gladiator. He was originally a Thracian warrior, captured and sold into slavery by the Romans. Sent to the infamous Gladiator school in Capua, he trained alongside other enslaved men who were being prepared for brutal fights in the arena. These weren't friendly sparring matches. They were life-or-death spectacles designed to entertain Roman crowds thirsty for blood. But Spartacus wasn't content to live or die on Rome's terms. Along with about 70 fellow gladiators, he orchestrated a daring escape from the gladiator school. Armed with little more than kitchen knives and pure determination, they fought their way to freedom. What started as a small rebellion quickly snowballed into an outright revolt as thousands of escaped slaves and disillusioned workers joined Spartacus' cause. This wasn't just a band of angry ex-slaves. Under Spartacus's leadership, the rebellion became a well-organized army capable of taking on Rome's legions. Picture it, thousands of men armed with whatever they could find, standing shoulder to shoulder, ready to defy the most powerful empire of the ancient world. Not bad for a group that started out with wooden swords and stew pots. Spartacus wasn't just a fighter, he was a tactician. Using guerrilla warfare, he and his army won a series of astonishing victories against Rome. They defeated Roman forces repeatedly, capturing supplies, gaining territory, and growing their numbers. His ultimate goal, to lead his followers out of Italy and back to their homelands, far from Rome's oppressive grip. But Rome wasn't about to let that happen. The Senate dispatched some of its most seasoned generals, including Marcus Licinius Crassus, to crush the rebellion. Crassus wasn't just any general, he was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, and he had a reputation for ruthlessness. The battles that followed were brutal, with Spartacus's army fighting valiantly, but facing increasing odds as the Roman forces closed in. The final showdown came in 71 BCE at the Battle of the Sila River. Spartacus and his men fought with everything they had, but the Roman legions proved too powerful. Spartacus was killed in battle, though his body was never found, adding an air of mystery to his legacy. As a grim warning to others, thousands of his followers were crucified along the Appian Way, a stark reminder of Rome's might and mercilessness. But Spartacus's story didn't end there. His rebellion shook the Roman Empire to its core and remains one of history's most famous examples of resistance against oppression. Spartacus became a symbol of freedom and defiance, inspiring countless stories, films, and even modern movements. So what makes Spartacus' story so enduring? Perhaps it's the fact that he wasn't just a gladiator or a rebel. He was a man who dared to dream of freedom in a world that offered none. His name has become synonymous with courage, leadership, and the unyielding human spirit. Now here's the real question. If you were in Spartacus's sandals, would you have had the courage to rise up against the might of Rome? Or would the lure of survival in the arena have kept you fighting for entertainment instead of freedom?